Welcome students. Today we will do poem number 2 from class 12th, book Flamingo, that is an elementary school classroom in a slum. An elementary school means primary school. Classroom, you know the meaning. In a slum. Slum is the area where generally poor section of the society lives. Let us check out brief summary of the poem. The poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum is written by Stephen Spender. Its theme is social injustice and class differences. There are two words. These are completely different from each other. On one hand, there is word of rich and powerful people. It is the word of art and literature, and it has no meaning for slum children. They live in dark, narrow streets. So we can say there is a wide gap between these two words. Without removing this gap, real progress is impossible. And this is the message that poet wants to convey to all the people of society. Thus, poet requests on behalf of poor children to improve their conditions. Stanza 1. Far, far from gusty ways, these children faces, like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor, the tall girl with her weighed down head, the paper-seeming boy with rat's eyes, the stunted, unlucky eye of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease, his lessons from his desk. At back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young. His eyes live in a dream of squirrel's game in the tree room other than this. The poet is describing sad condition of the children. The children have pale and lifeless faces. Their hair are torn and untidy, scattered around pallor. Pallor means faces. These children are like unwanted plants. Rootless weeds mean unwanted plant. Nobody take care of them. Further he says, there is a tall girl sitting with bent head. Perhaps she is ashamed of her poverty. Then there is another boy, paper-seeming boy, with the with rat's eyes. Rat's eyes mean metaphor is used here. मतलब इसकी आंखें जो है जैसे रैट की आंखें होती है वो सर्च करती रहती है ना फूड को, इसी तरह से इस बच्चे की आईज हैं. Another child who is ire of twisted bone, stunted growth, he received disease from his father. Instead of education, wealth, etc., he has received gnarled disease. So, he is reading by sitting at his place. Now, one more child is there who is unnoticed as dim atmosphere of class, who is not interested in whatever is going on the classroom. He is dreaming and busy watching squirrel game. That's why he is happy. Moving to Stanza 2. On sour cream walls, donations. Shakespeare's head. Cloudless at dawn, civilized dome, riding all cities. Belled, flowery, tiled is well. Open-handed map, awarding the words its worth. And yet, for these children, these windows, note this map, their world, where all their futures painted with a fork, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, caves, and stars of the world. In this stanza, poet is talking about the condition of the classroom itself. Classroom is dirty condition, as wall is sour cream, मीन्स उसकी जो वॉल्स हैं वो उनका पेंट खराब हो गया है और बहुत लंबे टाइम से इसकी बिल्कुल देखभाल नहीं की गई है। नाउ दे आर डोनेशंस गिवन बाय रिच पीपल। क्योंकि ये स्लम एरिया है तो कुछ रिच लोगों ने डोनेशन दिया है जिससे जो वॉल्स है उसके ऊपर उनके नाम लिखे हुए हैं। एंड देयर आर सम पिक्चर्स ऑफ शेक्सपियर्स, क्लाउडलेस डॉन एंड टायरलेस वैली। शेक्सपियर stands for knowledge, cloudless dawn means morning picture, and tireless valley in full of flower and greenery. These pictures are useless for these children as it represents hope and beauty of nature, whereas these children are not having basic amenities. Then there is a picture of world's map representing affluent people's world. उनके पास सारी की सारी फैसिलिटीज हैं, इसलिए ये जो मैप है स्लम एरिया के बच्चों के लिए बिल्कुल भी यूजफुल नहीं है। पोएट इज टेलिंग फॉर दीज चिल्ड्रन दिस मैप इज यूजलेस as their world is outside the window only. Poet says slum is such an area where there is narrow streets and their future sealed in lead sky. They are very very far from stars of the world. Stars of the world मतलब education means इन बच्चों के लिए एजुकेशन नहीं है। फार फार वर्ड का जो रेपिटेशन किया गया है ये शो कर रहा है कि एजुकेशन इज अवे फ्रॉम देम। स्टैंजा 3 Surely Shakespeare is wicked, the map a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal, for lies that slyly turn in their cramped holes from fog to endless night. In this stanza, poet says the picture of Shakespeare is wicked and the map is a bad example, where ships, travel and love and acceptance don't have any meaning for them. They are totally neglected and these pictures tempt them to steal away from their miserable condition. On their slag heap, the children wear skin peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with mended glass like water bits on stones. All of their time and space are foggy slum, so bloat their maps with slums as big as doom. Poet says that they live in cramped holes, means small spaces. They have adapted to live there. छोटी छोटी जगह पर रहने में अपने आप को उन्होंने सक्षम बना लिया है। For them, their future is foggy and dark. उनका फ्यूचर बिल्कुल अंधेरे में है, like endless night, बिल्कुल अंधेरी रात की तरह। These children live on a heap of garbage. They are undernourished, so their bones are visible through their skin. उनकी हड्डियां उनकी स्किन से नजर आ रही है। They wear worn out glasses which break like broken bottles, and life of these children in undeveloped area is like hell. बिल्कुल नर्क जैसी जिंदगी है उनकी। and this area is a blot on the map of rich people where only beautiful places can be seen. ये एक ब्लॉट है जहां पर उन अमीर लोगों के मैप के ऊपर जहां पर सिर्फ और सिर्फ लग्जरीज और फुल ऑफ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग्स जो भरा हुआ है वो दिखाई दे रहा है। Now last stanza. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs break, oh break, open till they break the town. what poet wants to say। अब वो फुल इंटेंसिटी के साथ कॉल कर रहा है, कह रहा है सबको, जो ऑफिशियल्स, गवर्नर्स, इंस्पेक्टर, जो भी ये लोग हैं, विजिटर हैं, जो इन स्लम एरिया को विजिट करते हैं, वो उनको कह रहा है कि दे शुड वर्क फॉर द इम्प्रूवमेंट ऑफ दिस चिल्ड्रन। उन्हें इन बच्चों की इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए काम करना चाहिए। Until then their lives are like कैटाकॉम्ब। जब तक वो ऐसा नहीं करते तो उनकी जो जिंदगी है वो कैटाकॉम्ब की तरह है। कैटाकॉम्ब क्या होता है? ग्रेवयार्ड्स, शट इन ग्रेव, कब्र में बंद मुर्दा की तरह है। ब्रेक ओ ब्रेक, माय फेवरेट लाइन है ये। पोएट सेज ब्रेक द कैटाकॉम्ब एंड टेक अवे द चिल्ड्रन फ्रॉम देयर मिसफॉर्चून, टेक देम टू टाउन and show them green fields. Let them run under blue sky on gold sand. Provide them opportunity and education. उन्हें भी run naked eye into books. The white and green leaves open. इसका मतलब क्या है कि उन्हें भी opportunity दें, education दें, so that they can grow. History dares whose language is sun. इस लाइन का क्या मीनिंग है कि as sun gives light to everyone, those who work for everyone creates history. Now let us check out figure of speech. This poem is full of metaphors. Metaphor, simile, repetition. ये मेन पोएटिक डिवाइसेस हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट डिवाइसेस हैं जो इसमें यूज किए गए हैं। मेटाफर आपने देखा, walls are described to dull as sour cream. Boy is compared with paper as he is thin and red-eyed. Other metaphor are lead sky, cramped holes, slag heap. Simile भी यूज किया गया है। सिमिली कब होती है? जब वी आर कंपेयरिंग समथिंग विद द हेल्प ऑफ वर्ड लाइक और एज। जब भी आप किसी चीज को कंपेयर करते हैं लाइक और एज वर्ड के हेल्प से तो सिमिली हो जाता है। चिल्ड्रन आर कंपेयर टू रूटलेस वीड्स लाइक कैटाकॉम्ब्स, सन बिग एज डूम। अनदर फिगर ऑफ स्पीच रेपिटेशन, आपने देखा होगा फार फार, ये वर्ड रिपीट हो रहा था। इट इज टू स्ट्रेस ऑन द डिस्टेंस, कि कितनी दूरी पर है। नाउ हियर इज एन एक्सरसाइज टू चेक योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग। सम क्वेश्चंस आर देयर एंड यू हैव टू रिप्लाई। आपको इसके आंसर करने हैं इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो। This was all about poem. Today we have done brief summary, line by line explanation of the poem and figure of speech. I hope you have understood the poem. See you again in next video. Till then, bye.